Hello, everybody, and welcome to Project Fly. My name is Micah, and I had a request that someone explain to them how to set up Project Fly in regards to X-Plane 11. Today, I'm going to show you the basics of how to set it up, how to log in, how to download all that kind of stuff, and get it running and functioning for you as a basic user. So first and foremost, you'll want to go to projectfly.co.uk. Once you go there, you'll come to this page right here. A couple options that you can do. If you already have an account, you can go ahead and log in by clicking the login button. If you don't have an account, which I assume you do not if you're watching this video, you're going to click the sign up button. Once you hit the sign up button, it's going to take you all the way to the sign up sheet, which is the registration sheet. What you're going to do is type in your first name, your last name. You're going to put in a username that you would like to use. Home airport, if you would like to put that in there. You just start typing whatever airport you want. For example, you could put Atlanta and Hartsfield-Jackson Atlanta International Airport. Let's see, you could say that is the home airport. Then you would put your email address, your password, and then you confirm your password. And of course, select I have read. You can or cannot select the receive marketing and project fly update emails. You can obviously revoke that anytime, but that's completely up to you. All right, once you have signed up, it's going to take you to another page where you can download the app, or you can even hit this little drop down right here, get the Project Fly desktop application. Once you've done that, you've downloaded to your computer. It's a very small download. It's not very large. Once you've downloaded it and gone through the install procedures, this is what will pop up, a login page for your Project Fly. Now, I'm going to go ahead and log in using my information, if I remember correctly. And you'll come to your main page. Now, of course, mine is in more depth than what yours will start with. Yours will probably start with some things missing or information missing, but you can obviously fill that in. This shows you all the flights that you've taken, the different from where and to. You can see I've been all over the United States. And you got your flying now. So these are some flights that are currently being flown. You got some flights in news if you want to look into that. And your NOTAMs are obviously here as well. Now, the passport is actually kind of cool. So if you click open passport, these are all different countries' flags. And when you go to those countries, you get this flag onto your passport. As you can see, I have my Canada passport flag on there because I have been to Canada. But that's, I think, the only other one besides the United States. So that's something cool to have as well. Over on the left page, left side of the page, you're gonna see multiple icons. And these icons are pop-out menus for information. On the right side, you're gonna have your profile, notifications, your account type, which mine's blue, which is the basic. Number of total flights, hours flown, average landing rate, most flown aircraft tail number, and the last flight that you have flown. On the left side, you see like a little cloud icon with like a paper airplane. That's called Stratus. Under Stratus, you're going to find bookings, fleet, logbook, contracts, and schedules. Now we're going to go through each one of these. Bookings is where you actually create a booking to have a flight. So say you wanted to fly from Atlanta to, I don't know, let's say Miami. I misspelled Atlanta. Say we want to fly from Atlanta to Miami. Then you'll see all of these flights that are real-life airlines that are flying from Atlanta to Miami. You can see there's quite a few: Delta, American Airlines, Frontier, etc. Now you can filter these. 120 flights are found. You can filter these by saying you only want to see A320 aircraft. And then you'll see only A320 aircraft. Or if you only want to see from Delta, you only see from Delta. So it's a cool option there. Let's say you wanted to fly with this aircraft right here. You're going to bring up your booking, your complete booking page. Get the flight number, your call sign, departure time, arrival time. Now you can edit all of these fields. You have your flight type, scheduled or charter, flight rules, IFR, VFR, SVFR. Select your aircraft you would like to fly, and then you can have your network. So if you're flying with VATSIM or IVAO, Pilot Edge, FS Cloud, or offline. I usually fly offline. I think I haven't done a VATSIM or a Pilot Edge or anything like that. So once you've done that, you can go ahead and book the flight. It takes a little bit for it to book, and once it's done booking, you'll see under your bookings, which is right here, this is your booking. And it shows you your flight number, your airline, to and from, time and arrival, and everything like that. Of course, your aircraft. Then you hit the dispatch button. Once you hit the dispatch button, what's going to happen is you have some options here. You have the option to just paste in a route, let's say from SkyVector or something like that. You can import a PLN file, which is like a plan file. You have SimBrief Advanced or SimBrief Auto. If you have a SimBrief account, these are very useful. You can just do an automatic, so it automatically just estimates your fuel, your weight, and everything like that. Or you can do an advanced option, which gives you some options like select your specific weight of your aircraft, passengers, etc. So that's your options in regards to how you dispatch your aircraft. Let's say we wanted to do an advanced on here. Let's say kilograms. Let's say we have 120 passengers. Let's do 100. 100 passengers. Cargo weight is 5 tons. Cruising altitude will leave and auto. If it's kind of darked out like this, it means that it's not going to be actually inputted into the plan. If it's white, it means that it's been overridden, and that's what's going to show up inside the plan. Then you hit the dispatch button. What's going to pop up is your SimBrief account window. You have to log in to your SimBrief account. Make sure that I hope that's the right password. It is. So once it's logged in, it's going to generate the whole plan for you. Now, once it's completed, you have some options up here. You have pre-file. This is for like VATSIM, etc. Export, so you can export it as a plan. You have your briefing and your fly now. If you hit your briefing button, what's going to happen is a window's going to pop up with your internet browser, and it's going to have your flight plan as you had planned it right here. So you have that option, really cool option to have that button just right there so you can pull it up at any point in time. Then you have the Fly Now button. Now, Fly Now will only work if you're inside of X-Plane or your chosen simulator, and it'll connect to it. So if I hit the Fly Now button now, you'll notice I get an error message. It doesn't look like you have an active simulator connection. That's because I'm not currently running a flight simulator. Once you actually have a flight simulator running, you can actually click Start Flight. Once the flight starts, and then you keep going all the way, and then at the end you click Complete Flight. You have the option to divert flight, so to change your destination. You also have the option of canceling your flight, so that you have some options available to you in regards to that. Now, continuing over here in Stratus, you'll see the fleet option. This is all your aircraft that you have inside of your fleet, and as you can see, I have quite a number here. And the way you just add a new aircraft is you literally just click Add New Aircraft, and it brings up a window, and you just select the aircraft, the airline, registration number, and the home base, and you can upload an image to give you reference. Moving on, you go to your logbook. Logbooks, like you would expect, it has every single flight you've taken in a logbook format to see your flight number, departure, arrival, airline, aircraft, the network you are on, and the date. And you also have the option to view the flight, and it'll give you the full details of the flight. For example, on this one, it appears I flew from Seattle to Portland, and I was flying with IFR. The distance was 112 nautical miles. Tells you how much your fuel burn, departure time, arrival time, passengers, your landing rate, which was a little high, your altitude at different parts of your actual flight. As you can see, it gives you altitude, ground speed, everything like that. So it's really cool, really detailed. It gives you even a little graph in your landings, and etc. So really cool to see all that. Then you have your contracts. Contracts are kind of set out by your individuals that are inside of Project Fly. I guess you could use it kind of like a virtual airline if you would like, and you can actually pick up contracts and fly those particular routes. So it is an option for you You have my contracts, your bids on those contracts, and obviously you can create contracts as well. I don't really do touch this much, but it is an option. Schedules. So this is a way to actually find schedules of real life aircraft. You can explore schedules, and you can say you want to fly an A320-214 for Delta Airlines. Give it a second here. For Delta Airlines, it'll show you every single schedule out there for a Airbus A320-214 for Delta Airlines, and you can see that it shows you the days it'll fly, the times, the duration, where it's flying from and to, all of that. And if you wanted to fly that, all you would have to do is click book flight. Cool little feature there. Now, one of the things I like the most is the radar. The radar is a live radar showing all the aircraft, all the simulator pilots out there flying inside of Project Fly. As you can see, it gives you real-time weather. Really cool feature. It's for all over the world. As you can see, Europe is packed right now with Project Fly users. And we do have some weather moving in, looks like through France, heading into Germany. So it's really cool to see that kind of a option for you as well. A really cool feature. Whenever you're flying, you can look at yourself as well. If you like to have more detailed information from a flight, so you click this aircraft, it gives you the route, estimated time of arrival, the aircraft, registration, who the user is, and if they're flying a network, what network they're flying, altitude, vertical speed, ground speed, heading, the whole shebang. So it's pretty cool to see that option as well. Go ahead and click out of that. You do have the option to look at VATSIM as well. Once you hit VATSIM, it's going to show you both Project Fly and VATSIM. If you don't want to see Project Fly, you can unselect Project Fly. If you don't want to see VATSIM, but you want to see Pilot Edge, you just bring up Pilot Edge. As you can see, the eastern side of the United States, the western side of the United States is full of Pilot Edge, and that is because that's where they are. Anyway, so you have that option to see all of this cool information from users, and really cool to see that. You have the community tab. Community tab is basically what you would expect. It is a forum. The forum allows you to talk to people, get support, screenshots, videos, all kind of stuff. So you have the option to go here and play around and have fun with others inside of Project Fly if you would like. Obviously, you have a support page. You have tickets and knowledge base, and you can search for problems as well. I've never had to use this, so that's good, but that is an option for you. Now, the key here is down here in settings. So settings is going to have all of your profile information, like your logo, your cover photo, your name, display name, username, display message, your short bio, basically a profile bio, your location and local airport. Now, you don't have to show your location. You don't have to have a local airport. It's up to you how much of this is actually filled in. Obviously, you have to have a username, but this other stuff, you don't have to have that in. You don't have to have a picture or anything like that. That's completely up to you. You have your account information. You can delete your account, update your details, download, export your data, reset your account, etc. Applications that you have or third-party services that you have made have access to Project Fly. I don't have any, as you can see, but it is an option. Let's say that someone wanted to request access to Project Fly, then you have that option to be made in the future. Connections, this is for VATSIM, Pilot Edge, FS Cloud, IVO, social connections, stuff like that. Again, I don't have any of this connected. Your forums, this is just your forum name and status signatures. Membership and payment. So as you can see, this shows you an overview of different payment options. Now, right now, all of the gold options are available for the blue, which is the free, because it's still in beta. Project Fly is still in beta, except for some of the streamer tools are restricted to silver or gold. But I haven't really noticed much of a restriction, but it says it's restricted, so whatever. We'll let that be as is. So you get your password security. Obviously, you can do your change your password or do two-factor authentication and privacy. It lets you see who can see what. Everything on mine is public, but you can change that to anonymous or private. Bookings and dispatch. Again, this is app settings, so you can see you have a bunch of options for exporting plans out of Project Fly if you would like. Options for SimBrief, like briefing units, OFP format, flight maps, and reserve fuel. All of this options is for you. General, this is just basic general stuff. You see confirmation of application close, minimize system trade. It's just very simple, generic stuff. You have the options again for your email information, like I showed you in the beginning. Again, schedules. These are things that you've already scheduled, airline schedules that you can see frequently. As you can see, work by selecting the airlines you want. By selecting these, you'll be granted access to airlines' real-world data. Now, this is really important for when it comes out of beta, because these are the only ones that you'll be able to see in the blue. You will have 5 airlines that you can see. Currently, I have these set, but that is not necessarily going to be the case right now because, again, everything in the gold is available in the blue. Simulator settings, this is where you're going to set your simulator. So under the simulator settings, depending on which one you have, we have X-Plane 11. What you're going to do is you're going to show the, not area, but the, I can't remember the name. Basically, it's going to be your folder, your URL to your folder, showing where that simulator is located. You have the option to click browse and find it, and etc. So connection type, this you're going to select based on what you're going to be using. You can use the FSUIPC, XPUIPC, SimConnect, or Project Fly X-Plane plugin. I use this one. That's because it's required for other applications like VATSIM and stuff. Obviously, you can reinstall the plugin if you would like. This gives you beta troubleshooting information if needed. Under Streamer Tools, so under Streamer Tools, you have the option to actually get the information on the bottom of the screen like you've seen in my live streams. You get your call sign, departure altitude, arrival, heading, speed, vertical speed, ETA, vertical speed, your speed and vertical speed, touchdown rate, progress bar, aircraft type, aircraft registration, total followers, total subscribers, latest subscribers, Spotify now playing, and network. Lots of options here, lots of cool options. You can get primary color, your secondary color, your overlay link. I'm not going to show you this because this is like you'd see in like your stream token, so do not share. So do not hit that show button while you're live streaming or anything like that. So I'm going to keep that hidden for now, but you do have the option to sing your link, which is how you're going to actually put it into your streaming tool. So yeah, so that is basically the overview here of your Project Fly. Again, you do have the option to view your profile as if you see, from, someone else looking at it. You can see achievements that I've completed here. I got a lot to go. But your logbook, friends, if you have any in your status, cool thing. And yeah, so you can see your notifications. You can see I don't have any right now, but that pretty much sums it up. That's what Project Fly is, and that's how you use it. If you guys want to see anything particular, let me know in the comments below. I'll try to help you out as best I can. I really enjoy this program. I would definitely recommend it to any X-Plane or flight simulator guy or gal, I should say, out there. It is very useful and keeps tracks of all your flights and stuff as long as you're flying within it. That way you're not losing any of your information. You get to see how many hours you actually end up flying and your total flights and what aircraft and everything. So anyway, thanks so much for watching, guys, and I'll see you guys next time up in the sky.